Hello, people. Welcome back to the channel. It's another exciting week, and I can't wait for us to get into this video. Chelsea 4, Manchester City 4. Listen, before this November week, right? November, December, I had a prediction for Chelsea. I thought Chelsea were doomed to fail. But listen, I got it wrong, right? I got it totally wrong. And Chelsea fans, you got me. I apologize for saying that you guys were doomed to fail. But I think Chelsea is cooking. Chelsea is cooking. Poch is cooking, right? And I'm so happy today for the game. It wasn't just about the result. The game was entertaining. The game was competitive. Chelsea was not scared. The players were not scared to take the game to Man City. And I think that is the most entertaining part. Man City now knows that nobody actually fears them. That is the most important thing. And I'm so happy that I had time to watch this game from start to finish. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the post notification bell so that you get notified anytime we post a video like this. So there are, I think, 6 players I'll be talking about. I'll be talking about some players who actually, had great and massive influence on this very game. One of these players is Cole Palmer. I can't believe that Manchester City actually let go of this boy. This Premier League cannot be. It's not just for anybody. It's not just for anybody at all. And for him to come into a Chelsea team that is flopping and come up with these results and being standout player in several matches, I think that boosts his confidence and that shows us how good this boy is. And I think Chelsea has him in their plans for a very long time. He's part of a project that they are now building, and I think that project will be massive and scary once that project is completed. And I think Poch is doing an amazing job. And the next thing that I would like to go to is Sterling. The next player is Sterling. Oh my God. Listen, I've been watching Chelsea play this whole season, right? I think this is the best game that Sterling has had. The way he was controlling the ball, the way he was going head to head with Kyle Walker. You know, Kyle Walker is one of the best right backs not just in the Premier League, in the whole world. The way he was frustrating Kyle Walker, Sterling, I think, was one of the outstanding players. And if you watch the game, I think you agree with me that he is one of the outstanding players in the Chelsea squad today. Another player we need to praise on is Conor Gallagher. What was Chelsea thinking? Letting go of Conor Gallagher? This guy has been putting in massive performance every single week, right? And I don't know why Chelsea actually wanted to get rid of him. I heard he wasn't part of the project. This is the guy who has been creating these chances for your attackers to capitalize on them. So I think even if it was in Chelsea's plans to actually let go of Conor Gallagher, I think that plan has completely changed because he is the only player who could carry the ball forward. I don't think Enzo is doing what we actually thought Enzo would do. Enzo is not doing what we thought Enzo will do. And Gallagher is rather doing what we thought Enzo would do. If Chelsea thought Enzo was going to do the style Enzo was going to play, I don't think they would have paid that huge sum of money for that player because they still had players there who could actually play like him. And tell you what, Reece James, Reece James, when fully fit, I think he's better than Kyle Walker. If Reece James is fully fit, he's better than Kyle Walker. He is quick. He can dribble. I don't know. He's explosive, and I think he's one of the best right backs in the world. And tell you what, if Reece James is fully fit, Kyle Walker fully fit, I think I'll choose Reece James over Kyle Walker, right? Because the contribution that Reece James brings in terms of defending and attacking, it's far more than what Kyle Walker brings. I think Kyle Walker on the defensive part, Kyle Walker is the best. But in terms of a player who is all round, who can go and come, go and attack and defend, I think Reece James is the best there is right now in the Premier League. I know Trippier is there. I know Ben White is there. I know Arnold is also there. But tell you what, Reece James in terms of right back position is a gem. And Chelsea are lucky to have that player come from the academy. Big ups to Reece James. Now moving on to the next player, that is my man of the match for the game, is Robert Sanchez. I know what you're thinking. We've been criticizing this guy for God knows how long. He's been terrible. He's been dashing past. When you watch the Arsenal game, he dashed the pass which really brought Arsenal back into the game and then they equalized. But tell you what, in this very game, if it wasn't for Sanchez, Chelsea would have been down by maybe 7 goals. Because the chances that he saved, all those big opportunities that he saved, is what got Chelsea the equalizer today. I know Sterling put off a massive performance. Cole Palmer put off that is a massive performance with that big carry to take the penalty in the dying minute. Conor Gallagher putting out that is an outstanding performance with Caicedo, outstanding performance. But Sanchez is that is my man of the match. The number of balls that he saved, especially the one from Erling Haaland in the box, that was a great and massive save. Another one also from Doku, that was a massive save. That is what got Chelsea the point today. And big ups to Robert Sanchez. And it's just one more thing that you need to do now is consistency, and that is all you need. And you are way up there with one of the best that's goalkeepers in the Premier League, with the Edersons, with the Alissons, and so on. Right? That is all you need to do to stay on top of your game. Big ups, Poch. Big ups to you for this lineup. I actually thought maybe Modric would have started, but looking at how you played this game, how the tactics and everything, I think what you did was good. And listen, we've been sleeping on Jackson, right? We have been sleeping on Jackson. I'm one of the worst critics of that is Jackson, because he doesn't pull up when we need him to pull up. He doesn't show up when you need him to show up. And I think this game he did just part of the job that we needed to. That was just being there at the right time, and I think that is what he did to get that is his goal from the rebound. Before that is the last 2 games, you would have thought that Chelsea needed a striker, but after watching these last 2 games, I feel this guy can be the striker that Chelsea needs. I don't know about you, but that's what I think. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. So with Manchester City, we all know that this is not one of their best games, and I'm not going to dwell so much on them. I think the focus and emphasis should be on Chelsea for their outstanding performance, right? And tell you what, I think this is one of the worst performances of Man City. I didn't see so much Alvarez. I didn't see so much of Alice Doku. And to be precise, I didn't see so much contribution from either Foden or Doku. Foden was dribbling all right, but then he wasn't really creating anything from his dribbles. So the focus of this video is going to be Chelsea and their outstanding performance. I think there are 3 key things that we need to analyze from Chelsea's team. 3 key players that has to be in this Chelsea team, no matter what. That is even coming next season. I think one of these players is Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva is one of the key players that I think Chelsea needs for more than one season. Let me know your thoughts on what you think. If Chelsea can still, the backline can be better without Thiago Silva, because I think him in the backline is actually the reason why Chelsea were able to secure 2 points from 2 of the title contenders. That is the Arsenal and then the Manchester City. And if you let this guy go at the end of this season, I think the backline is going to be leaking. Thiago Silva is one of the players that you cannot replace. So they need him, or they need to go out there and get a player that can play like him. Because at the moment, I don't think anyone in this Chelsea squad can actually play and position himself as Thiago Silva. Moving on to Enzo Fernandez. I do not think Chelsea do need Enzo. And before you start attacking me, hear this. I don't see the contribution from Enzo, right? His ball retention is good, which Caicedo can do, right? But in terms of attack, he doesn't really do anything. He doesn't create. You understand? He doesn't maybe pass the ball to just the next person who pass for it to cause a goal. He doesn't assist the goal assister. So I don't really see his contribution for that amount of money wasted on him. And to be honest, I think Chelsea played way better when he was substituted. I think Chelsea are actually a better team without Enzo. Because looking at the games that they played, looking at this very game in particular against Manchester City, he didn't do anything. And Poch was right. That was one of the best decisions he's made by taking Enzo out, because he was absolutely non-existent in this very game. And I think going forward is something that Poch should look at, whether to bench him and bring in Gallagher and Palmer. Palmer playing that is the attacking midfield position, which I think he is his best position, because looking at the games that he's played so far, the ones that Chelsea have actually drawn, I'm talking of Arsenal and Manchester City, Palmer was actually in the heart of the game in terms of attack, and I think that is where he's most dangerous. And they could actually employ Sterling, Mykhailo Mudryk on the wings with their pace, and while Palmer creates all those chances. You understand what I mean? So I think going forward, Chelsea will need Palmer as an attacking midfielder, Gallagher as an 8 to attack and defend, and DM Caicedo. I don't think Chelsea needs that is Enzo Fernandez. Let me know your thoughts on that. And then moving on to that is Jackson. Beginning of the season, I think after the last and the first 5 matches, I thought Chelsea needed a striker. But I think I'm beginning to change my mind, because in the last 2 games, I think Jackson has been outstanding. In the game against Tottenham, I understand I was 9 against 11, but still he had to be there. He had to take advantage of the situation, and he capitalized on that. And looking at this very game against Manchester City, he was somewhat not really existent, but when he needed to be there, he was there to tap in that rebound. And that is what you need top strikers to keep on doing. And if he keeps on doing, I don't think Chelsea will need another striker, because he does not get injured as he does not get injured like Broja, right? And he is strong, he is quick. So I think he could be the striker that Chelsea actually needed in Romelu Lukaku. So let me know your thoughts on that, if you think Chelsea still needs a striker coming January. This brings us to the end of this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe and post notification bell, because we have more interesting and amazing content coming up. This is the Den of Soccer. See you in the next video.